the distance of stars from Earth. To measure distance of stars from Earth. Nimisha, have you done it?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which unit is used?
Light years.
Light years. Okay, Naman?
Okay, sir.
What do you mean by light years?
So right years, like when when light travels to a distance, like
Nimisha,
from Earth, a planet is there, how much light?
Yes,
can
sir.
you
Like
define? Can you
light.
define? I don't want like. Can you define light years? Light years is defined as the distance traveled by light in one what?
Year.
Distance traveled by light in 1 year.
Year.
That's why it is written as light years. Okay. We can write it as distance traveled by light in 1 year. Okay. Which is equal to, are you aware of the value, Nimisha? What is this value?
No, sir.
Write it somewhere. 9.46 into 10 to the power 12 kilometer, or you can write it as 9.46 into 10 to the power 15 meters. Write it somewhere. And what is the speed of light? Any one of you? Speed of light. Speed of light is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. Write this also and remember both these values, okay? 1 light year is equal to 9.46 into 10 to the power 12 kilometer, or you can write it as 9.46 into 10 to the power 15 meters. Do you understand the meaning of 10 to the power 12, Naman?
Yes, sir.
How many zeros will be there after 1?
So after 110,
Huh?
wait, sir. 10 into power 12, sir.
That means how many zeros will be there after 1 if we write 10 to the power 12 in that form without powers?
Don't know, sir.
See, if we are writing 10 square, what does that mean?
100, sir.
100. How many zeros are there?
2.
Here it is 2 and here there are 2 zeros. Then can't you apply that mind here also?
Yes.
How many zeros should be there after 1?
12, sir.
Was that not so simple?
Yes, sir.
So try this logic. In mathematics, it's very simple. You have to try like this. If 10 to the power 2 is equal to 100, that also I did in your age. I applied such logics only. There was nothing to mug up. Okay. Now 10 to the power 12 kilometer can be converted into meters. If yes, then how? How to convert kilometer to meters? 1 kilometer is equal to how many meters?
1000 meters.
1000 means 1 into 1000 is 1000, isn't it? We have multiplied this by 1000. That's why we have got here 1000. The same way, here also 10 to the power 12 will be multiplied by 1000. 1000 can also be written as 10 to the power
3.
Aman.
Yes,
10
sir.
to the power, how much will be 1000? How many zeros are there in
3,
this?
sir.
Then 10 to the power
3,
3,
sir.
na? 10 to the power 3 meters. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, or you can write it as 10 to the power 3 meters. And 10 to the power 12 kilometer is equal to 10 to the power 12 into 1000, or we can write it as 10 to the power 3 meters. Okay. And the powers
Okay,
add up whenever we multiplying like this, if the base is same. Okay. So it will be 10 to the power 12 plus 3 is 15
15.
meters. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Understood? So now
Okay,
tell
sir.
me, 1 light year is equal to, what is the value of it?
9.46 into 10, 12 kilometer, or
Into 10, 12.
into 10 power 12 kilometer.
10 to the power, okay, 10 to the power 12 kilometer, or we can write it as
9.46 into 10 to the power 15 meter.
10 to the power 15 meters, okay. And what else we have learned? Anything else?
Now what, sir?
You've not
Speed of
written
light,
that.
sir.
Have you written
Speed of
it?
light. Yes, sir. 3 into 10 power 8 meter second.
Meter second, meter per second.
Meter
3
per
into
second.
10 to the power 8 meter second. If you are writing, that means meter into second. And if we are writing like this, meter per second, that means divided by second, isn't it? That changed the meaning. Okay. Understood? Now you'll remember this in your whole lifetime. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Nimisha.
Yes.
Then distance traveled is equal to speed. That question was easy. Then what is the distance covered by a car in 8 hours if it is moving with a speed of 40 km per hour? Then you have just done it by formula. Okay, that is right. Then comes an instrument for measuring the distance traveled by a vehicle is odometer.
Yes, sir.
That we can see while driving, isn't it? The meter that shows the kilometers is called odometer, isn't it? Then which of the following defines number of vibrations per second? That is frequency. Are you aware of that, Naman? You know,
Yes,
you
sir.
knew this?
Yes, sir.
Or frequency can also be written as frequency is equal to number of cycles per second. You can write like this also, per second. Okay, number of cycles per second. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then pendulum. There was a question on pendulum. If two sizes of pendulum are there, which will be having more time period and why? Anyone?
So A.
A. Suppose this is A and this is B. I asked two questions. Which will be having greater time period and why?
So A will be having greater time period as it is having more length than the B.
Then what does it? If that is having more length, then how can it change the value of the time period?
So it will take more time to do one oscillation.
See, here is an arc, isn't it? Like this. It will travel like this. And this is going to travel like this. So the arc shape, if you can see, then this is having a greater arc. It has to travel so much, isn't it? So the distance is more here in pendulum A case. Naman, if the length of the pendulum is more, then the distance traveled by it will be more. Then it will move like this. If the pendulum is such a small, if the figure is like this, then the arc will be small only. So the distance traveled will be less by this pendulum by B, isn't it? So the time period is directly proportional to distance traveled, isn't it? Say distance is equal to speed into time. That means if distance increases, this time also increases. They are directly proportional, isn't it? If we are multiplying distance, then time will also be getting more, na? Naman, are you getting? Mr. Naman, where are you? Are you getting what I am trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, explain. How can you
So,
justify that A will be having more time period?
so we can see because A has a longer string also, sir. And when we push it in the side, like distance into time, you just told. So when distance into speed into time, then distance will also increase, time will also increase, sir. That's why. And B has a small string, sir.
If the question is asked in the exam, you can't say like that in mixture, okay, in khichdi. You have to
Okay,
just
sir.
write in a standard way, and you can draw there two figures also, okay? And you can write here, this is having a longer string, isn't it? Then only that makes an effect on the examiner. And this you can write it as smaller string, okay, smaller string, okay? Then you have to justify it by, here you can draw one arc like this, okay? And you can write here A, and here you can write B or C, D, whatever it may be. The distance traveled from C to D, and let us write for smaller one E and F. Distance traveled from E to F are different. And we know that distance is equal to speed into time. Okay, if you are justifying like this by two methods, then the teacher will be happy and you will be also satisfied by the answer, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
Now, what was the next question? Motion along a straight line is rectilinear. That you are aware, Naman? Rectilinear motion you are aware of? Rectilinear, what is called rectilinear motion?
So rectilinear motion, I forgot. So can you explain me again?
Nimisha, can you tell me what is rectilinear?
So motion along a straight line.
Motion along a straight line. Such a simple statement, Naman. From A to B. If an object is moving in such a straight line, then that is called rectilinear. That's all. Circular, rotational, rectilinear, and one more
Periodic.
periodic. Four types of motions we learned on the first day. Remember, Mr. Naman.
Yes, sir.
Now, can you explain what is rectilinear motion?
Yes, sir. A
What?
object moving in a straight line.
A simple pendulum takes 30 seconds to complete 20 oscillations. What is its time period? That I think you have done, isn't it? You have to just divide.
Yes, sir.
Naman, question number 10, have you done it? A simple pendulum takes 30 seconds to complete 20 oscillations.
Yes, sir.
30 seconds to complete how many oscillations?
30 divided by 20.
Okay, good. Then question number 11 has been done wrongly by you. Question number 11, let us see that. A bus moves with two varying speeds initially for 15 minutes. For 15 minutes, it moves at a speed of 90 kilometer per hour. Okay. And in the second case, for the next 15 minutes, it moves at a speed of 50 kilometer per hour. 50 kilometer per hour. Okay. What is the total distance covered by the bus? How can it be done, Naman? You have to find
So
the total
first we
distance.
can divide them, no, sir.
Okay, what will the you have to divide which one with which one?
So 15 divided by 90, we will get 6 kilometer
Why
hour.
we will divide 15 divided by 90? That means you are dividing T by S you are doing. Isn't it? T by S.
Yes.
What is its formula? T by S is equal to what?
TYS, I don't know, sir.
But you are doing it. You are telling me to divide 15 by 90. That means time by speed, isn't it? T by
Yes,
S
sir.
means time by speed, na?
Okay,
Time by
sir.
speed is formula of which one? Have you learned it anywhere?
No, sir, in my book it's not mentioned, sir.
Then why are you doing that which is not even mentioned in your book? I am
I
not
thought
asking you
we can
questions.
do.
I am not asking you questions from other than book. I am asking the questions from book only. So the formulas that we have learned till now, that only will be applied. We have
Okay, sir.
learned distance is equal to speed into time.
Yes, sir.
So that only formula we will apply here. Distance is equal to speed into time. Here also distance will be equal to speed into time. For this case, we can write d1 s1 t1, and here we can write d2 s2 t2, and we have to find total distance, which will be equal to d1 plus d2, isn't it?
Yes,
If we
sir.
want to have total distance. Now here speed and time is given. Speed and time both are given, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
What is the speed? 90
Kilometer
kilometer per hour
per hour.
into what is the time?
15 minutes.
Nimisha, what is the time written here?
So 15 minutes.
So we will write 15 here.
Yes, sir, 15 minutes.
Yes, so afterwards we will change the time.
Here only we will change the time. If 15 minutes is there, how many hours will be there in 15 minutes? How to convert minutes in hours?
So
60 minutes is equal to how much hour?
1 hour, sir.
1 hour. How can we get it? By dividing this by 60. In the same way, this will be divided by 60 and it will
60.
be in hours. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1 0 will cancel out. This R and R will cancel out. To cancel this R and R, that's why we have converted it. Okay. Now
Okay,
what
sir.
is left? 9 by 6. We can write here 3 to the 6. Here also 3 5s are 15. We can
5, sir.
write, isn't it?
Here 3, sir.
Now what is left? 5
9.
9s are 45. 45 divided by 2 kilometer, isn't it? Now
Yes.
here D2 will be what? Speed into
Sir?
time. What? Now here D2 distance 2 also we have to find out.
So the speed will be 50 kilometer per hour into
Kilometer per
15
hour
minutes.
into 15 minutes.
By
Nimisha,
15 by 60.
Then you are telling 15 minutes, 15 by 60 hours.
Hour.
This is cancelled. This 0 will be cancelled. 3 2s are 3, 5s are, this is equal to 25 by 2.
Yes, sir.
So here we have got 25 by 2 kilometer, and here we have got 45 by 2 kilometer. That means here the distance will be what? 45 by 2 plus 25 by 2, and it will be in kilometer, which
Yes,
will
sir.
be equal to 45 plus 25 is how much?
45.
70
Yes, sir.
by 2, and 2 into 35 is 70, is equal to 35 kilometers. Is this any of the options given in the quiz?
Yes, sir.
Understood how to do it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The distance moved by the object in a fixed interval of time. Question number 12. Both of them are correct. Is the first statement not right? The distance moved by an object in a fixed interval of time is called speed.
Yes, sir.
The distance moved by an object in a fixed interval of time, let us say 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it may be. Okay, understood? So both are correct. First and the second, both statements are correct. Okay. Now question
Okay, sir.
number 13. You have not attempted, I think. Nimisha, have you done question number 13? The
Yes,
graph
sir.
was there. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you done it correctly?
No, sir, it was wrong.
No. See, here the graph is like this, isn't it? And this
Yes,
is
sir.
the distance and this is
Time.
time. Okay. Now, if the graph would have been like this, that means as the time increases, distance also increases,
Increases.
because it is a linear graph. This one is linear, isn't it? This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But here the case is different. Here it is not going in this way. It is not linear. It is just tending to slow down, isn't it? So means the distance is not increasing as per the time. Distance is increasing less in comparison to time. Okay, if time is more and distance traveled is getting lesser, that means you are slowing your speed.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't it mean that? So the option was it decreases first and then becomes 0. Here, if it is distance is suppose 5 kilometers, and here the graph is not changing, it is just going in the same position. Here at every point, either this at this or this, all of the values will be 5 kilometer only. Only the
Yes,
time
sir.
is changing, isn't it? Means you are at steady, isn't it? You have stopped at a distance of 5 kilometers, suppose. Means the graph shows that the speed decreases first and then becomes 0, isn't it?
So how it decreases?
As per the graph, if it is decreasing, then only it is coming like this. Now, otherwise, if the distance would have been in the linear manner, like this, see, if I am writing 1 here, here also 1 is there. If I am writing 2, here also 2 is there. If I am writing 3, here also 3 is there. If I am writing 4, and suppose it is like this, it means now here it is not 4 now, 4 is here. Here the distance will
Yes,
be
sir.
3 only, isn't it? So it is not changing directly, but slowly it is changing. That's why it is written that it decreases slowly and then stops,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? Means here it is decreasing, it is not going like this. It is changing its position like this. That means it is slowing up, and then time is not slowing. Time is going in the same way, but the distance is getting slowed, isn't it? Understood?
Sir.
Any doubt in that, Naman?
No, sir.
So there may be graphs of different types. So you have to analyze what the option can be. Okay? Naman, understood? I think you have muted yourself.
Yes, sir.
Understood? No doubt?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what is the next question? A car travels with a speed of 50 km per hour in the first hour and 100 km per hour in the second hour. What is the total distance covered by the car in 2 hours? Have you done it correctly, Naman? A car travels with a speed of 50 km per hour. Okay? 50 km per hour in the first hour. In the first hour means it is taking 1 hour time, isn't it? And 100 km per hour, 100 km per hour in the second hour means again 1 hour it has taken, isn't it? What is the total distance covered by the car in the 2 hours? Have you done it correctly by mistake or intentionally? Naman, unmute yourself.
It's
Ah,
easy, sir. We just need to add them up.
we just need to add which one? 50 and 100.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Like
I'm
in
writing
for
150. This is the answer.
yes, sir.
Now tell me how to do it mathematically.
So we can take each the question. The question is saying a car travels with a speed of 50 kilometers per hour in the first
Ah,
hour. So
ah.
we can take 1 equals to 50 kilometers and a car in the first hour and 100 kilometers in the second hour. What is the total distance covered by car in 2 hours, sir? In the we can
See,
take
just now I
100.
told you how to do it mathematically. Like D1 and
Yes,
D2
sir.
we wrote just before this
Yes, sir.
question. And we wrote here distance equal to speed into time. We can't say or write directly 150 and that is our answer. We can't write it
50
like that.
into 1, 100 into 1, then we will get 150.
So these formulas you have to write it.
Okay,
You
sir.
can't say that's why it was easy, that's why I just written the answer directly, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
So speed is 50 kilometer per hour, 50 kilometer per hour, okay, into 1 hour you can write it as, okay, this will cut out is equal to 50 kilometer. In the same way here also we can write it as 100 kilometer per hour into 1 hour. Here hour will cancel out, so it will be equal to 100 kilometer. Okay, here you can write D2. And so total distance, here you have to write in the exam. I am writing it in shortcut. Total distance D equal to D1 plus D2. This is the systematic way of writing, is equal to 50 plus 100 both in bracket, and then you can write kilometer here. If you are
150
leaving any of the
kilometers.
terms, then you can be getting lesser mark. 150 kilometer. This is your answer. Okay, understood?
Okay, sir.
Nimisha, understood the method to do
Yes,
it?
sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 14th question is over. I am clearing this. Now 15th one. The Shatabdi Express. Shatabdi Express, you have seen the question. That's why you left, because there was Shatabdi Express coming. Is that the reason why you left this question, Naman?
I don't know how Shatabdi Express takes 6 hours to reach Lucknow at the speed of 6 kilometers per hour. Find the distance it travels.
It has given you time as well as speed. You have to just find the distance. And you know the
Speed
distance
into
equals speed
time.
to time. Then why you avoided
Yes,
this
sir.
question?
I don't
I
know,
think
sir.
Shatabdi Express you have seen, and that's why you were afraid of Shatabdi Express, isn't it? Distance is equal to speed into time. That's all. We don't need any bus, train, whatever it may be. We have to just see the numericals that has been given. 6 hours and 60 kilometer per hour. That's only two things we have to see there. Speed is given
Yes.
as 60 kilometer per hour and time is given as 6 hours. Both are in hours, so there is no tension in that. We can cut hours like this and we can directly write here 360 kilometer. This is our answer. That's all.
Okay,
Understood?
sir.
It was so simple. Now question number 16. Which one of the following is an example of uniform motion? You have written a train entering a railway station. Whenever a train enters the railway station, don't you
Yes.
think that it slows its speed
Yes, sir.
steadily? Means its speed
Yes, sir.
changes.
Yes, sir.
First, it is about 120 kilometer per hour. Then it slowly changes to 110. Then it changes to 90, 80, 70. In this way, it comes to zero speed, isn't it? And
Yes,
it
sir.
stops. It doesn't stop just like that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, the option was an aeroplane flying at a speed of 750 kilometer per hour towards north. That means it is maintaining a speed of 750 kilometer per hour continuously, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
That means what? It is having uniform motion,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? Uniform motion. What was the definition of uniform motion?
So, object traveling in the same speed and same time, sir.
Nimisha, unmute yourself, Miss Nimisha.
So an object traveling with a same speed.
Constant speed, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Means it is not changing its speed. Okay. Now let us move to next question 17. A microsecond is equal to 1 microsecond. Nimisha, are you aware of this?
Yes, sir.
What? 1 microsecond is equal to what?
So the first option.
First option, what? Tell me. What is it called?
So 1 by
Uh,
1 by 10,000 seconds, I think so.
10 to the power minus 6 second, we can write it, or we can write it as, if it is 10 to the power minus 6 means how many zeros should be there after 1?
6.
Zero.
Huh?
6 times 0.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what it will be called?
Seconds.
No, what is this? 10,000.
Microsecond.
See, 10 lakh.
10 lakh. Okay, at least you understood what I am asking. This is 1 by 10 lakh seconds. Okay. And 10 to the power minus 6 means 1 by 10 to the power 6. You can write it as 1 by 10 to the power 6 second, or you can write it as like this. Okay.
Yes.
Understood. And what is 1 millisecond equal to? 1 millisecond equal to how much? Anyone?
So what is 1 millisecond?
That only I'm asking. Are you aware? No. 10 to the power minus 3 second equal to 1 millisecond. If you're writing like here 1 microsecond is there, then there will be 10 to the power minus 6. 1 millisecond is there in the question, then it will be 10 to the power minus 3 seconds. Or you can write it as 1 by 1000 second. Understood?
Yes.
Microsecond, millisecond, this will be used. These terms will be coming in your exams. So you have to know. Write this and give a star mark here so that you can remember it. I'm clearing this page.
Okay, sir.
Now next question 18th. You have not attempted. Swapna traveled by plane. Again a plane came. That's why you were afraid of that. At an average speed of 600 km per hour. Speed 1 equal to how much? 600 kilometers per hour. Okay. Swapna traveled plane at an average speed of this. The plane left the airport at 1300 hours and reached the destination as 15:45 minutes. Means you have been given the time taken by it. How much time has been taken? At 13 hours, it started 1300 hours and 15:45 it arrived. Means 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yes, sir.
2 hours and 45 minutes. That is equal to 2 hours plus how much hour? 45 minutes means how much hour? Can you convert it in hours? Anyone? I already told you in the same class.
45 by 60.
Then what is the doubt? Naman, I just told you,
Yes, sir.
60 seconds
Yes, sir.
or 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Then we have to divide it by 60, na?
Yes, sir.
Equal to, now 2 hour plus 45 by 60. We can simplify it. This will be equal to 15 threes and 15 fours are. 2 plus 3 by 4 or 4 LCM means 8 plus 3 are equal to 11 by 4 are.
Yes, sir.
This is the time. Okay. Now what we have to calculate, how far did Sapna travel, means we have to find out the distance. Distance is equal to speed into time, means 600 into 11 by 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 5s are 20, and 0 is equal to 15 into 11 will be 150 plus 15, 5, 6, 1, 1650 kilometer. Is this the option given? Any of the options?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So was that so hard? Is this question hard? Both have muted yourself and
No,
telling
sir.
I don't know what you are telling. Huh? Naman,
Yes, sir.
now is this question understood?
Yes, sir.
I am giving you daily different types of questions so that you are not surprised if such questions comes in your exam, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Now question number 19. Question number 19 was a graphical question. There was a graph here. One line was going like this and one was parallel to it. Okay. And one is at suppose origin and this is 20 meters. So here is an object and here is an object. Okay. Now
Yes,
this
sir.
object, if it is leading by 20 meters, it will
Yes, sir.
always be leading.
Yes,
If
sir.
at any point I am saying they are parallel to each other, isn't it? So
Yes,
it is
sir.
always covering, or it is having a speed of 20 meters more
Yes, sir.
than the slower one. Let it be A and let it be B. So B is always faster.
B
Yes,
is
sir.
20 meters for
That
B is
means
20
A is
minutes
always
ahead.
A is always
A-
20 meters behind B, isn't it? Or
Yes,
B
sir.
is
Yes,
20
sir.
meters ahead. Okay. Now the next question is question number 20. Magnitude of average speed of an object is equal to its average velocity if it is moving in a definite direction. Do you know the difference between the average speed or speed and velocity? What
I
is the
don't know, sir.
difference between speed and velocity? Nimisha, are you aware?
Sir, I have not studied velocity.
Huh?
I have not studied velocity.
Oh, means you don't know, na? See, if
Yes.
you are going from this position to this position at a definite speed, and one person is going from this position to this position and then to this position from this position. Here, the direction is changing, isn't it? And here, direction is not changing. So,
Yes, sir.
velocity always talks about the
Change
direction
of
also.
directions.
Here, direction also matters.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And in speed case, there is no concept of any direction. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So here, whenever velocity are written like 20 meters per second is written, and velocity is always giving one direction towards what? Towards north, south, east, whatever it may be. Okay. Suppose it is moving with a speed of 20 meters per second to east, and then it changes its position to west. Then the net speed will be checked up, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So this is the difference between speed and velocity, but magnitude will be same always.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So it is moving in a magnitude of the average speed of an object is equal to its average velocity if it is moving in a definite direction. If it is not changing its direction, then speed and
Yes, sir.
velocity are same, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So that was the only question asked. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now I'm clearing this page. Now tell me, Naman, 60 kilometers per hour. You have to change it to meter per second. Can you do it?
Yes, sir. 60 into 1000,
60
60
into 1000
meters, sir.
meter.
Then 60 by 1, we can write this.
60 by 1.
Yes. Now we can cancel them out, sir.
Cancel them. Which one?
No,
From
sir.
this 0 to this
6000
0.
meter will be the answer, sir.
Huh?
6000 meter will be the answer.
6000. How 6000 came? Is 60 multiplied by 1000 equal to 6000?
No, sir.
Then, Nimisha, do you know how to
Yes.
convert it?
Yes, sir.
Tell me how to do it.
So it will be 60 into 1000 meter
Okay. 60 into 1000 meter
divided by
divided by
60 into 60 seconds.
60 into 60 seconds
Meter per second.
equal to 2 zeros will cancel out. Let us cut this. Now 60 into 10 is 600 divided
Yes,
by 6 into 6
36
is 36 meter per second.
seconds.
6 are 36 means 100 by 6,
Yes,
or
sir.
you can write it as 2 into 50 is 100 and 2 3s are 6 meter per second. Can we write like this, Naman?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 60 into 1000 means first you have to just write it as, you can write 60 kilometer divided by 1 hour. Like this you can write this one, 60 kilometer per hour means.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now 60 kilometer will be equal to 60 into 1000 meters, and 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes.
Yes,
But
sir.
you have to convert to seconds. So minutes will also be converted to seconds. For that, we are multiplied by 60, isn't it? Understood how to do it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, I am filling this page. Now tell me 20,100 meters per second will be equal to how much kilometer per hour, Naman? How to do it?
Yes, sir.
Can we convert this to kilometer per hour?
So we can divide it by kilometer to 20,000 meter per second equal to kilometer per hour. So 20,000
Tell me, I will
by
write on the board. What have to write? I should write this.
divided by 1000 divided by 100 kilometers.
This one will be divided by 100. It will come to kilometer.
Yes.
Huh? You have to
No,
divide by 100 or 1000.
1000, sir.
So you have here you have done a major mistake, Mr. Naman. Okay, it will be 1000 first of all.
Okay,
And
sir.
I will not be coming with you in your exam. You will have to do it alone, isn't it? So
Yes.
now this has been converted to kilometer. Okay. Now what about the denominator? 1 second.
So 1 second is so 60 second divided by 60 minutes.
60 second. What I have to write here in the
Six,
denominator?
so we can write that also, sir. 1 second divided by 1 hour.
1 second divided by 1 hour.
Yes, sir.
Then it will be second per hour. Nimisha, you try.
So it will be 1 divided by 60.
1 divided by 60 will be, if you are dividing seconds by 60, it is converted to what?
Minutes.
Then do you have to convert to minutes or hour?
So 1 divided by 1.
1 divided by 1. Wow. 1 divided by 60 into 60. Then only it will be in hour. First
Yes.
you have to, because it will be lesser than first. If we convert seconds to minutes, it will be lesser than that. Now again from minutes to hour, it will be again lesser than that. Means we have to divide 2 times by 60 and again 60, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So now what it comes to be is equal to 20100 divided by 1000. Naman, where have you gone? You are playing again hide and seek game with me.
No, sir.
Then what to do now? Tell me. Numerator
So
has been written like this, and now how we can write the denominator?
we denominator is written, sir.
Now here I have written, we have to simplify that, na? Or you will write
Yes.
this only. This is your final answer. This big one.
No, sir.
Other things will be done by teacher.
No, sir.
Then what to do now? Tell me.
So 20 will cancel out, sir.
No, what about this denominator? Where to write it?
So 60 into 61.
1 by 16 to 60 is the denominator.
Yes, sir.
So how to do it?
120 hour it will get, sir.
120 hours. 16 to 60 is 120. You are doing 60 plus 60. You are not caring about the signs I have given.
So
60 plus 60 is 120.
360 hours, sir.
360. 16 to 60 is 360.
No, sir. 360,000.
360,000. 360,000. 60 into 60 is 360,000. Please cross check.
Sir, 3600, sir.
That means what? 3600 is called what?
3600, sir.
Not 3600. 3600 is the standard answer that I expected from you. Now see what to do. We have to give a multiply sign here, and this will be coming in the numerator, that is 60 into 60. Okay, and 1 will come in the denominator. Like this we have to multiply. Okay, if there is something 2 by, suppose 3 by 4, we have to write it as 2 by 1 into 4 by 3. Okay, see this. Write it somewhere and practice it.
Okay, sir.
Now we can cancel, like 2 zeros will cancel out here.
What you have written 2 by 3 by 4?
I have given you an example. If it is written as 2 divided by 3 by 4 and you have to simplify it, then you will have to do like this. 2 by 1 into 4 by 3.
Okay, sir.
Understood? Now here
Yes.
2 zeros cancel out. This 0 will cancel out with this. Will be equal to 201 into 16 to 6 is what? Naman, 16 to 6.
360,000.
360,000.
3,600.
I am asking you 60 into 6, not 16 to 60. When I asked you 16 to 60, you told me for 16 to 6. Now I am asking you for 16 to 6. You are giving me the answer of 16 to 60.
360, sir. 60 into 6.
360 means these 3 zeros are not there. So understood, 201 into 360. And unit will be what?
Sir?
Here, what unit will be there? After multiplication, what is the final unit we have to write here? Meter, kilometer, milliliter, liter, second, hour, what?
Sir, kilometer per hour.
Good. Kilometer per hour. Okay, now multiply this yourself afterwards. Now I am asking one more question, Naman. If you are having any doubt, see, if you are having such type of questions, Naman, 2 by
Yes,
3
sir.
divided by, suppose it is written 4 by 3, okay? Or 4
Okay, sir.
by, suppose 8 is there, anything, okay? And this is also a
Okay, sir.
little easy once again. This is suppose 4 by 7 equal to. Now, do you know how to do this type of questions?
Yes,
This
sir.
is how to do it, tell me.
So 2 by 3 divided by 4 by 7.
That is already written. After this, how to simplify that?
No, sir. 2 by 3 after a dividing sign we can get 4 by 7. Then
Dividing
it
sign
will,
4 by 7, okay, will be equal to
so then divided we can convert it into multiplication. 2 by 3, 7
2
by
by
4 we can
3
get.
into 7 by 4. Okay,
Yes,
means
sir.
you are aware how to do it,
Yes,
isn't it?
sir.
Okay, good. Now let us do some other question. 3600 meter per, suppose it is written as hour. You have to convert it to kilometer per minute. Can you do it, Naman?
Yes, sir.
Tell me how to do. Every time we have to follow the same rule what we have
Yes, sir.
been doing. Okay, first we have to
Yes.
write it in a simple way.
Yes, yes.
3600 meter divided by 1
By
hour.
1 hour.
Okay, now tell me what to do. See,
What?
this is in minutes. We have to convert
Yes.
it to, sorry, this is in meters. Let me write
Yes,
it in
sir.
meter, MTR. This is in meters, isn't it? Now we have to convert it to kilometer. What to do to convert meters to kilometer? You will multiply or divide. You will
So
multiply,
divide, sir.
divide. Good. Divided by what? Your video is not there. You are trying from Google to give the
No,
answer of
sir.
this. Then where are you? Why you hide your video
No, sir.
whenever there is a turning point?
So into we should do
We have to do into, not
uh
divide.
no,
Okay,
no,
into.
sir. Not the
Huh? You
sir,
just told me
360 kilometer divided by uh so what's the measure of
360
kilometer?
kilometer. From where 360 kilometer came?
3,600 kilometer divided by
3,600 kilometer. There is nowhere written 3,600 kilometer. We are having 3,600 meter written here. Now we have to convert it to kilometer. Now what I
yes,
have
sir.
to do? Tell me.
So we should divide by kilometer. You should divide it, sir.
Which one? Numerator. I have to divide it. There only we
Yes, sir.
were 10 minutes back. Now what to do after this?
Sir, what was the measure of kilometer? I forgot, sir.
Kilometer you forgot. Just see the question we have done just before. How we converted meter to kilometer or kilometer to meter.
Yes.
Now tell me. Have you seen that?
No, sir.
See it first. If you are not finding such question anywhere, then tell me. See, we know that 1,000 meters, okay,
Yes,
equal
sir.
to 1 kilometer. I already told you to do like this if you are confused. Now from meter to kilometer, how we got here? By dividing this by how much? 1,000, then only we can get one. Means when meters is divided by 1,000, it is automatically converted to kilometer. That means
Yes,
if
sir.
there is 3,600 meters, to convert it to kilometer, we will have to divide it by 1,000.
Yes, sir.
In the same way, if there is, suppose 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute, that is already known to us. And we
Yes, sir.
know that 60 when divided by 60, it will come to minutes. So whatever there may be in seconds, if there is 230 seconds, suppose, we will have to divide it by 60 to convert it to minutes. So we have to
Yes,
use
sir.
some tricks now. We can't mug up everything. You will
Yes,
have
sir.
to understand the logic. If it is an hour, from 1 hour we know equal to 60 seconds. Oh, sorry, 60 minutes. And here we have to convert it in minutes only. So 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. We can write directly here 60 minutes.
Sir.
1 hour can be directly written as 60 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Here,
Wo-
I asked you for 1
one.
hour, na? Here we can directly write 60 minutes, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And here we have already divided by 1000. That means now this is in not meter, this is in kilometer.
Yes, sir.
So we have got the unit what we wanted to have, kilometer and meter here. Now we have to just simplify whatever is left. Now this
Yes,
is
sir.
not there. Here 2 zeros will cancel out. That is
Yes.
equal to 36 by 10 means what can it be written as? 36 by 10 means
360, sir.
36 by 10 means 360 and 36 into 10 is 3.6.
36. Sir, 36 by 10.
36 by 10 means 36 divided by 10.
Yes, sir.
What will be its value?
So 36 divided by.
Have you learned about decimals and fractions?
Yes, sir.
Then where to put the decimal point, how to do it? If I am writing here 3.6 into 100, what will be its value? 3.6 into 100 equal to what? If we are dividing, Naman, see here.
Yes, sir.
If we are dividing by 10, then there will be one decimal point coming. You are not seeing the board.
Yes, sir.
If I am writing 36 by 10, that means 3.6. This is just a 1 second question. If you are taking 1 minute for this, that means you don't know. Simply you can see the board and remember it.
Yes, sir.
If 3.6 into 100 I am writing, can you do this?
Yes, sir. 360.0.
360 also you can write.
360.0.
Means this point is coming from left to right. And in case
Yes,
of
sir.
division, just the opposite. If 36 is written here, that is same as 36.0. So
Yes,
here
sir.
the point will come one here place because there is only 1 0 here. And here it
Yes,
is
sir.
going towards right. Here it is coming towards left. In case of
Yes, sir.
multiplication, the value should be more. That's why we are
Yes,
getting
sir.
here 360 in place of 3. And in division, the value should be less. That's why we are getting here 3.6 in place of 36.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So practice such type of questions from a book also. Conversion may be there. Many questions are there. Nimisha? Nimisha, unmute
Yes,
yourself.
sir.
Such questions are there in your book in which chapter? Comparing quantities. Decimal and fractions are there.
Yes, sir. Decimals are there.
Decimals, fractions are not there.
So both chapters are there.
Both chapters are there. Naman, practice that chapter yourself first. Have you not
Okay,
gone
sir.
through this chapter?
No, sir.
Then go that one. Or if you are having any doubt, then ask me in tomorrow's class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Today the quiz is on which topic? Same or
Time
something
and
different?
Some
same,
motion
sir.
and time.
Same, na? Okay. Best of luck for that. We will end up.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.